start.
This is Group 2, comprised of Heidi Askeland, Avery Barron, Mason Callahan, Gina Engel, and Coy Trin, and we are presenting our third project, the self-cleaning microwave. I will hand it to Gina to talk about the market problems.
Thank you, Heidi. So for our market problem, we found that the question we most helpfully answer is what product or changes can we make to make microwaves safer and healthier for the potential buyer? Now I'll pass it on to Mason for ideation.
Thank you, Gina. So raw foods that are usually cooked in a microwave carry bacteria that are harmful for humans if consumed. This bacteria could even be Salmonella or E. coli. Additionally, the bacteria that survives in the microwave potentially gets stronger due to the excess of ATP. ATP is a molecule that is essential energy for living things. The average microwave has ATP counts of upwards of 300. This means that it is a high risk for transmitting illnesses. The second problem our product strives to fix is the amount of fires that are caused by microwaves. Microwaves make up 4% of kitchen fires, and the average loss of the fire is around $5,500. Our microwave cleaning feature will take the steps to solve these problems. Next, I'm going to pass it to Heidi to talk about our technical solution.
Thank you, Mason. So the self-cleaning microwave looks on the outside just like a regular microwave. However, when you open it up, there are a few added features, such as a non-stick ceramic coating on the inside, a removable glass plate with a hole just big enough for a sprayer underneath, yet small enough to place a plate or a hot pocket over it. On the bottom of the microwave, we have a little cabinet to store the cleaning liquid, which is in a bag who attaches under the nozzle for the cleaning liquid source. On our panel, we will have a self-clean button which starts the self-cleaning cycle. After the door locks, the cleaning liquid will be expelled from the nozzle, and then this heating cycle will remove the last of the debris. Lastly, the door will unlock. I will now pass it to Avery for the cost analysis.
Thank you, Heidi. For the cost analysis, we are planning on having $25,000 go to the patent fees costs, $250,000 going to the design and manufacturing costs, and $25,000 going to the marketing costs. The average unit cost of a high-end countertop microwave is around $550, and the operating margins for kitchen appliances for various brands is around 11%, and we will be shooting for around that in our manufacturing plan. Next, I'll talk about the implementation plan. We'll have the prototype finished by June of 2021. We'll start the focus testing around July of 2021. We'll send the product to independent labs for the safety and verification in September of 2021. We'll have the patent filed by November of 2021, and we'll have the negotiations and partnerships for the manufacturing done by December of 2021. And we are planning on having the production begin in April 2022. And I'll be passing it to Coy to talk about the ethics and safety considerations.
Thank you, Avery. So due to the nature of our product, the company has brought forth some ethical and safety consideration. During the process of designing the self-cleaning microwave, we'll require the cooperations of various types of engineers, such as chemical, mechanical, and electrical engineers. As such, two specific sections of the NSP Code of Ethics will be emphasized, sections 1.1 and 1.2. Sections 1.1 states that an engineer must always hold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public. Additionally, 2.1.a states that if an engineer's judgment is overruled under circumstances that endangers life or property, the engineer must notify the appropriate authority in order to seek assistance. And finally, 1.2 states that engineers will only perform services in areas of their competences. As far as the safety operation of the microwave is concerned, we have noted two specific points. The first is that the cleaning solutions, which which consists of vinegar and water, should be safe to consume, even though the heating cycle should vaporize any residue of the cleaning solution. It should still be safe to consume in the event that it gets on the food afterwards. Speaking of the heating cycle, a safe temperature must be set for that cycle, and as such, a heat warning will be put on the microwave, telling the user to leave the microwave to sit for a few minutes after the heating cycle to ensure that the temperature has been brought down to a safe level for handling. Next is the idea protection. So while the microwave itself is not a new concept, the idea of a self-cleaning microwave has never been widely available. As such, a design patent to protect the design of the microwave and the self-cleaning module will be filed, which would cost an average of about $5,000. And of course, the utility patent for the self-cleaning module itself will also be filed, and that would cost an average of $15,000 to $20,000. Next, I would pass it off back to Gina to go over some frequently asked questions over our rocket pitch.
Thank you, Clay. So for some of the many asked questions are, how often should I run the cleaning cycle? Which we found that most studies recommend every week to every other week. And some questions about the cost would be that the average unit will cost about $550, which is about the same price as a high-end microwave. Will the unit come with a cleaning solution? Yes, and the user can refill it as needed. And then for our expected profit margin, we expect the operating margin of 11%. And now I will pass it back over to Coy for the conclusion.
Oh, thank you, Gina. So to conclude our presentation, the group is asking for $300,000 as an investment to cover the development, patenting fees, and any other fees, as well as testing of the microwave. For the market info, the company plans to initially hit the North American household, which MarketWatch in 2021 has done a research, and they found that it is the largest market for household microwave, which takes up about 70% of the demands. The other 30% is in the commercial sector of the commercial sector. And afterwards, we have plans to expand to the Asia Pacific region, which in that same report, it was found that that region is the fastest growing potential market for household appliances. As far as competitor goes, because the self-cleaning microwave has never been widely available, our only potential competitor would just be your typical microwave manufacturers, and then the user can manually clean it using a vinegar and water solution in a bowl. So some of those microwave manufacturers are listed here, such as Electrolux, Whirlpool, Panasonic, Samsung, Daewoo, Sharp, LG, General Electronics, etc. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.